name is Albert Mazula. I'm the director for Africa Book Development Organization. Africa Book Development Organization was established as a trust in 1996. We are supporting mainly rural libraries in 5 provinces in Zimbabwe. What we do is when we enter into the area, we carry out what is called the local leadership orientation, which is explaining what ABDO does. Because our main focus is actually sustainable development. We want the communities to own the program. When we have done the local leadership orientation, we then ask the communities to identify community activists.
The textbooks are not there. The children are going to school and they have no textbook and they have no teachers, so the book situation is pretty bad in the schools. The grants they were receiving in the schools are no longer going there, and the schools are supposed to be contributing what they call a textbook levy. The children are supposed to pay textbook levies, but the children have no funds, the families have no funds, so the schools cannot buy anything because they cannot raise those funds. They have to mobilize funds for themselves for textbooks. From the government, what I hear at the moment, there's not much, except the exercise books. The exercise books that the ones that are given, I think they are from UNICEF, but otherwise the government is not giving anything at the moment.
As AGS Zimbabwe, we've been working with ABDO almost for 10 years now, and we have seen the organization grow to the level where they are now, where they are supporting over 200 rural community libraries and as many study circle groups.
Each library based in the communities, we have a teacher librarian if the library is situated at a school, and a community librarian. A teacher librarian is somebody who is already paid because he's a teacher. A community librarian works on a part-time basis 1 or 2 times, and it does not get an allowance at all.
We have to teach them how to classify the books, how to catalog them, and also the issuing out and following up the books. We also teach them on how to care for the books when they are in the library. Also, as a project officer, I follow up on the readers of these libraries, especially the parent communities, the parent readers and out-of-school youths.
We also have the concept of study circles.
A methodology that encourages democracy, the feeling for each other, equality, issues of equality, issues of participation, equal participation, and so forth.
Initially, it was started for the adults, where interest groups came together to discuss various issues. Some of the groups translated into income-generating activities because of the economic hardships that the country is facing. Then later, we thought, let's experiment the method in the schools. We started with the primary and the secondary school children, those who had 1 or 2 years before they wrote their national examination. The method worked very well with the 4 groups that we initially started with, and now it has spread to many schools in the areas.
Often we assign each other to go and research on issues that may even affect our social lives, say in the homes or even at work. Then those are the cases or the issues which we actually discuss. We help each other in those areas or in other areas that may be problems, even financially. We can even assist each other.
Is that why you guys have formed the Tashinga peanut butter project?
Yes, that is one of the reason. And the other reason is, beside that, we just wished to improve even the relations amongst ourselves. bridge that gap between men and women. We want to make ourselves equal. We want to make these women strong enough to stand on their own grounds, solving problems that may even bring them down as women. We identified those people who are living positively with HIV, and then we encouraged them to bring their nuts, and we are making peanut butter for these people freely every month, 1 kg for them. So we thought that maybe that way it makes other people benefit other than we benefiting alone from the ABDO. We started this group thinking that we want only to talk, to discuss, but ABDO brought another idea to us, that of doing other things that bring in income to solve that monetary thing, as I said earlier on. And ABDO actually it actually gave us the grinding that you saw us using there. We got that from ABDO. That the making of peanut butter, as you've seen us doing, it widens the ground of saying, bring in ideas, discussing issues, what. So ABDO actually, other than giving books, as we have said there, we are learning a lot we are getting a lot from it.
They are an organization that has been able to penetrate communities very effectively. So potentially they can influence current politics by teaching people through the study cycle methodology to be keen or to be clever in working with livelihood issues, but also opening their minds in terms of influencing democratic processes.
I can say the program has brought a lot of change, in the communities, in that it has improved their income, it has improved the academic level of those who could not make it, especially the school leavers. And then for those in school, it has improved the performance of the children. We have comments from the headmasters, from the teachers, that the pass rate has greatly improved as a result of the books that we have supplied to the communities.